Hey everyone. I think we have 18 people here. Only 2 people have left a comment. If you're new to my channel, I'm Kaye and I'm here in my homestead in Tennessee, and I would love to know who you are, who's watching, and where you are. We have a moderator that usually keeps track of states and countries that people are tuning in from. And she's not going to be on tonight. She'll be on. She'll be watching later, and she'll pick up on that. So I would love to know who's watching and where you are. Gosh, we had 18 and now we have 10. What happened? Anyway, I'm gonna just go over a few things until more people get on, and that way, by the time more people get on, they usually start having conversations. So if you're wondering where I've been right here, hunkered down in this weather that's been, one day it's sleeting, one day it's free, cold, rainy, gray every day, snowy. So it's been really interesting to have such a string of bad weather. But today and yesterday, beautiful, sunny, 50s. It might have gotten up to 60. I'm not sure. TD is here from New Jersey, zone 7A, which is what I am. And I can't get over that because I just think New Jersey should be much colder than me, like 6A or something. But Denise is here. Oh, Jack is here from Epic Yard Farm. If you've ever seen my videos with Jack in Phoenix, I have a whole playlist of Phoenix gardens that I visited, all because of Jack. She would pick me up at the airport and she would just have them all lined. We're going here, we're going there, we're going here. I would fly in for 2 days, stay with her, and then she would just drive me all over. And we did that, Jack, maybe 3 different times, I think we did that. Patricia is here. Yes, fantastic. She made it here at the start. Elizabeth is here from Arizona. We've got Jack here from Arizona. Who else is from Arizona? And then Jeremy is here from Arizona, a son of a gun, 1814. 75 plus. Wow. Time to plant seeds. Yes. I miss you too, Jack. 3 trips, right? I mean, we did 3 of those kind of trips. You also came to me twice, and I came to you for a week after I left LA. Leanne is here from Idaho. And I think Teresa is here from Idaho too. Teresa was in San Diego, and she just moved to about 30 minutes from Boise somewhere. So I am really looking forward to getting up to Boise, seeing my son. I haven't seen in a long time, and seeing Teresa's new place, and also seeing my friends, Patrick. Patrick wants to teach me. He has really gotten into sourdough bread. And so he wants to teach me. And I sure need help with that. So that is something I would like to do if I get the nerve up, and if I can find a cat sitter. That's a big problem is, when you get animals, it's hard to take off and go anywhere. So I'm sort of used to being able to just go, and now I can't. Linda is here from Arizona also. She's in Northwest, though. That's a long way from, and Sarasota. I was in Sarasota, Amos, once, and this was back when I was just doing 2 episodes of Late Bloomer a month, and I was submitting it to the very first web festivals, like film festivals. But web festivals really started about 2013 or 14. I mean, there just weren't any. I submitted Late Bloomer to a few film festivals under the digital content category, didn't get anything. And then web festivals started. went up to Vancouver 3 times and won Best Reality Show at the Vancouver Web Fest. They were the premier festival in Canada. And in 2016, when I was there, I learned how to edit on my phone. And I started, I got this brand new app that Adobe had put out called Clip. And if you ever watch those 2016 videos that I obviously edited, they have this repetitive music and they have these color screens with cards with letters on them. But I was able to do things very quickly. And on this trip, I was able to actually make the videos and upload them all along the trip. Whereas usually when I go on a trip where I'm going to different places, I wait till I get home and edit all of that and get it uploaded. So I've done a lot of trips. If you're new to my channel and you're interested in seeing what other people are doing, be sure and check out my travel videos. Grace is here from St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. I've never been there. Wait, St. Thomas, did I go there? What's right beside St. Thomas? St. Martin's or whatever. That's where I went. I went there for a week. That was awesome. I don't think I made it to St. Thomas though, but it was so weird. You know, it was such a different time back then. I literally took my cat, Geneva. Because we were going to, no, I think I went, how long? 2 weeks. I think we went for 2 weeks because my manager at the time, my acting manager in New York, had a little chalet. It's a little 2-story, like a studio, and then one on top of that with the railings around. Maybe I've told this story before, but it was just amazing. Took my cat, and there were hardly any people on the plane. This is way back before 9/11 or anything, all of that stuff that we've had to endure since then. And so the stewardesses just let me take her out of the crate. And she was literally just sitting on the top of the seat in front of me. And, you know, all the people on the plane were petting her. And it was so, and then we stayed in this place, and we were on the second story, and there was a railing around the top, and she would get to go out on the balcony and go around the railing and everything. But I didn't let her out but you know, it was just, the ocean was so amazing. You could go out in the ocean and just float there, you know, like it was just like a hot bath, you know, you could just float there for hours if you could endure the sun. Oh, so good times. Haffy is here. Welcome. Thank you. And Gina is here. We have moderators here. So that's great. So let's see. Anyway, Amos, I got off track. Sarasota, Florida. I went to Sarasota, and Late Bloomer was a what's the term when you get into the festival? But that was one of the best web festivals I went to. Oh, wait, I take that back. That was my film. That was not Late Bloomer. That was the short film that I made, Betty's Treats. If you haven't seen that, you can scroll down. If you're new to my channel, I've been an actor since 1980. And in 2000, let's see, 5, I made my first short film, which I wrote, directed, produced, and acted in. And it's called Betty's Treats. It's 5 minutes. 5? I think it's 5 minutes long. And it's very, very sweet. So you can watch that. Both of the 2 films that I originated and produced and acted in are at the bottom of my channel, because I had my channel before I ever started Late Bloomer. So I just put Late Bloomer onto my existing Kaye Kittrell channel. But Sarasota was nice. And I went over to see these people to have a cup of tea or something. And they were in one of these neighborhoods, the golf, you know, they lived on a golf course type what do you call that? And so they had like a little water pond, not smaller than a lake, but and you could look out from their back porch, and I remember seeing the eyes above the water. There was the alligator right out there in the backyard. I'm going, not for me. Not for me. Randy's here from Cali. Paula's here from Massachusetts. Wonderful. Plymouth. Historical. And Grace. Todd is here from Austin. Fantastic. Just be careful and get them back in before it gets cold. He's talking about taking his seedlings out into the sun in Austin this weekend. Kristen is here. Yeah, everybody's ready for spring, and I'm so not, if you can believe. I mean, I really enjoyed the weather today, but there was so much I wanted. So much I wanted to accomplish this winter, and now it's time to start the rest of my seeds almost. So I haven't gotten any of that done, and I'm disappointed in myself. But you might have noticed I haven't made a video in a week and a half. I haven't done that probably in the whole 10 years that I have been doing Late Bloomer. I'm coming up on my 10th anniversary. So important dates. My birthday's on Valentine's. So I'll be 49. And just in case you were wondering. And then April 22nd, which is Earth Day, I will, that will be my 10th anniversary on YouTube. So those are sort of big things coming up. So let's see. Mary from East Texas. That's interesting because we love Mary's Nest. Are you familiar with Mary's Nest, the Williams 40? Mary is in Texas, but I think she's in Central. Yeah, I think she's in Central Texas. Thank you so much for enjoying my channel. I really appreciate it. 62 people are here. I hope you'll just go ahead and hit that thumbs up so that it sends a signal to YouTube that, hey, lots of people are watching and they're enjoying the live stream, and then they recommend it while it's happening, not later. So that would be awesome if you could just take a moment to do that. Cherie is here. Fish off Pier 60 and let's see, did I go to a pier there? I don't remember doing that. Yes, I'm going to talk about that, Daryl. Just give me 1 minute. Tracy, I do remember, but there's a story to that. So I'll have to share that with you. Let's see. Michael from Sonoma, 3 zones, 9A, 9B, and 10A. Do you have 3 different properties? Felicia's here from Phoenix also. Felicia, we have Epic Yard Farm on. Are you familiar with Epic Yard Farm? You can find her on Facebook and Instagram. She's in Tempe, but she is an amazing cook. So she publishes the most tantalizing food pictures. I've got those little bugs, and also she's got a great garden. Rose is here. I'm good. I've just been laying low. Let's see. Connie is here. Oops. Hey, I'm on my live stream. You want to say hi?
Oh, I forgot. Call me later.
Okay, bye. I'll tell you about that as soon as I get caught up. Lily Chris is here from Grand Isle, Louisiana. Somebody else has. Oh. She says her beautiful garden was fully destroyed by Hurricane Ida. And now I don't remember how long ago Ida was. I mean, I certainly remember Ida, but I don't, I just get time-wise. I mean, everything sort of is marked by Katrina, but all of the hurricanes, I get them confused. How long ago was Ida? Yeah, you could just answer me that. 39 days till spring, but how many days, Daryl, until you're starting your tomato seeds? When would that be? I want to write that down. Yes, thank you. Daryl grows luffa, John, but I don't think, I probably showed you this before. But I have I have this many from, that's a really nice one. I have this many from California. So since I don't really love the taste of it, and I don't need the luffa sponges, I probably won't be growing that. I just don't see the point. I'd rather focus on what I really want to eat. Let's see, Maria and Cream is planting sweet peas when the ground dries up a little. Linda's done nothing. Oh. Yeah, I have a friend who's got some cancerous spots, but you just had them removed, I guess. Linda is saying that she had some things going, so she's behind on seed planting. You've got time. Lynn Williams is here in Tennessee. Fantastic. Lynn is the one that hooked me up for the Hey, am I going to get invited back? She invited me to judge the apple pie contest at the state fair in Tennessee, and I got to do it with the state representative John Rose, who I haven't heard from since. Can't imagine why. I don't know what he could be so busy doing. Oh. Anyway, let's see. Ida was this year. Oh my gosh. Okay. Digging for Health is here. And fantastic, Felicia. Felicia is going to get to go see Epic Yard Farm because of me. Now, Jack used to do group tours. I don't know if you're still doing that, Jack, but I was there for one of them. Heirloom Permaculture and Preparedness. Fantastic. Where are you writing from? I need permaculture help here, big time. Yes, I did amazingly well with luffa. I really did. And I've got softer ones, and it depends on when you harvest, they can get really hard. And for those you use like this, you use it to clean your tires or something. Oh, this one's really hard, but it's very hard to get the seeds out of them. And you can see that there's still 2 seeds right in there. There you go. So that's what a luffa seed looks like if you've ever seen one. Never seen one. Hope you could see that. So yeah, it's just like I don't ever get these all used up because they last forever. I've had one in the shower. I mean, they don't seem to get, I don't know if other people have this problem. They don't seem to get moldy or anything, So thank you, Daryl. Let's see, Jackie's here from Connecticut. Yes, speaking of my cats, Spot and Tiger are so overweight, and I don't know why. I don't know they eat the same amount of food. So when I was at the vet, she was concerned because they're not even a year old. They should not be overweight, and they are. And so she said I may have to put them on a diet. And then Spot has this thing that I gave him antibiotic for it. It came up when he was a kitten. I gave him a course of antibiotic, and then it went away. Eventually, it took a little while to go away, and then it started up again recently. And I thought, oh, why? Why did that have to come back? And because it itches, he scratches it and he knocks the scab off, and then it gets worse. And it's just like, so today I put some Neosporin on it because I'm out of the antibiotic. And as soon as you put anything like that on a cat, they start trying to get it off and everything and scratching it and going, oh, well, I still had those collars from when they had their surgeries. And so I put this collar on him. He hadn't had it on since he was a kitten. And he just freaked out. It was just like, oh my God. He was just like running around so fast and crashing into the house, crashing into everything. And he was so freaked out and everything. And finally, I was able to get him in my hands. And it was quite a battle, and I got him in my hands, and I locked him in the dog crate so he could just calm down, which he did. And I let him out later with it on, and he was just sitting there, he was looking at me like this. It was so pitiful. I just couldn't take it, so I took it off. I let him go outside, and the first thing he does is scratch it, and so I'm like, well, I probably have to take him to the vet and get him, get the antibiotic going again. But that's what's going on with the cats. Wow, Lily, were you in the Hurricane Ida as well? Yeah, 2005. That was something. Susie's here from North Georgia. Susan is here. And Heirloom Permaculture's in Northeast Oklahoma. Now, do you have a real arid garden where you are? Are you very arid, or do you have more trees and greenery? Joshua's here. Well, we're not going to talk about that. Let's see. Greetings from New Hampshire. Linda is here. Thank you, Linda. Linda likes to see my fuzzy buddies. She's calling my kitties fuzzy buddies. 82 of you are here. If you're joining my channel for the first time, if you've recently subscribed, I'm really happy that you're here. I have a bunch of new subscribers, probably, let's see, over 100 new subscribers since my last live stream, which is awesome. So if you're one of those, please make sure you leave a name and what your zone is, what your state is, so we have an idea of what you're going through in terms of gardening. So thank you so much for joining, and please hit the like button so we can bring that 45 up to 85. That would be awesome. If you're on mobile, it's very simple you click off the live chat, you hit the thumbs up, and then you get back on the live chat. Thank you very much. So let's see, Linda, New Hampshire. Harvesting broccoli already? Oh, from fall. Okay. Maria says they will definitely mold in the shower. Well, that hasn't happened yet, and obviously I have plenty when it does. So Little Egypt Adventures metal detecting. Let's see, where are you located, Little Egypt? Little Egypt says their pet Sasquatch broke into the shed and ate all of their seed potatoes. Let's see. Well, I asked her about that, Linda. I said, I can't control what they're eating hunting and eating. They don't usually eat what they like to just play. They like to catch it and play with it until it's dead. And it's just that's their thing. So, but today they were munching on something, and I picked up BJ because I had to get them in so that I could close the door because it gets dark while I'm doing this. I like them in before I start, and I just picked her up and went, drop it. She was holding it around and drop it. She dropped it. And so it's still laying out in the yard. I think it's a mole or a vole. It's not a mouse. So let's see. Let's see. So Linda, to answer the vet said she was not concerned about what they were hunting, the calories that they were consuming from what they were hunting. She wasn't concerned about that. She said because, they burn up a lot of energy chasing something down and so forth. And I guess for the most part, it's protein. So I may have to stop with, I feed them half, like in the morning it's dry food, in the evening it's wet food. And so I may have to adjust that. She didn't tell me, so we'll find out. Let's see. Debbie is here from California. Is Connie here from California? Connie sent me this clip. She was in my minister in California had a carpinteria. She was at the beach at Carpinteria. My minister had a sort of a getaway trailer on a piece of property. He would just get away from teaching and being a minister and just have reflection. And Carpinteria is on the way up kind of to Oxnard, Ventura. Anyway, she was on the beach and she sent this long clip of the beach, and the sky was all blue and it was a gorgeous day. And she went all the way up the beach. And I think there was like one person walking and one person sitting in a chair. And I just thought, I wrote her and I said, that's the first time I've missed California since I left. No, BJ is a hunter too. So's Patch. They equally hunt. So I don't know. They just put on weight. It's weird. I mean, people are like that too. Some people's metabolism. I mean, Spot does not move like in fact, last night I was sitting out waiting for my friend Linda to come. I'll tell you about her in a second. And it was so warm and I was just sitting in the swing waiting for her to come, and Spot was with me in the swing, and then he decided to go climb the tree. He ran over to climb up the tree. They got to get a running start to go up the tree that's straight up, and he got up like 2 feet and he's hanging there and he's going, okay, never mind. He just went down because he's like this big thing, So, I must have missed. Oh. Cammie is here. Okay, she says it's going to mold. It hasn't yet. I've been here a year, but okay. I'll take your word for it. Southern Illinois, like around where? Because I'm pretty familiar with Southern Illinois. Been up there a few times. And let's see. Heirloom Permaculture from Oklahoma says, great growing environment, plenty of moisture, summer heat can be overwhelming. Lots of nutrients in the soil and organic matter available. That's really great. Wow. TD says, oh my gosh. So I needed, Jack, are you still on? TD says, I should have started my roselle already. Well, no, I haven't started that yet, but I'm going to make a note to do so. The only thing I've started is brassicas, and I got a little sidetracked. Well, first of all, I haven't made a video in a week and a half, but I was just kind of laying low with all the really bad weather. I don't even think I went out of the driveway for about 5 days. I went out of the driveway today to go dump off my trash. But other than that, I'm usually here. And of course, on Sundays, I go over and see my mother. I saw my mother on Sunday and the Sunday before that, and do grocery shopping, and met some new folks. Actually, met them at the little gathering that Daryl and I went to, and in Cookville. And so we walked out together towards the end, and they're not that far from me, as opposed to everyone else in the group, which is 30 to 40 to more minutes away from me. These folks are like about between 15 and 20 minutes away. And so I stopped there Sunday, day before yesterday, on the way back. Oh, that reminds me. So he called me the day before, and he said he was going to Mount Juliet to pick up some blueberry bushes. And I hate driving to Mount Juliet. So I said, as long as you're there, would you mind getting me some? So he got me 4 bushes. And I'm sort of imagining, I bought I should know that the leaves would be off and they would look terrible. But, when I bought a blueberry bush back in November, it was all leafed out and green and beautiful and lush. And these are like sticks, he gives me these sticks. I'm going, $25 for that? Okay. But that's what it is. And so everything is more expensive now. Everything I'm finding anyway. Are you guys finding that everything's more expensive? I'm curious. So they have done a lot of landscaping at their place. They haven't been there that long. They bought the spec house. It's 5 acres. It's a long, skinny lot. And so they did some hardscape, patio and stuff, and some landscaping and some trees to block the neighbors, that kind of thing. And then now they're in the driveway, and now they're putting in, the same company is putting in the raised beds. They also cleared some trees, cut firewood. They've done a lot of work for them. I don't have that kind of money, but anyway, to spend. But I'm hoping to get them over here to resolve my drainage issue in the back. So I think they're going to come over here tomorrow, or I'm going to go over there and meet them and try to see if I can get that going, because none of my drainage issue here has been resolved. If you're new to my channel, my house sits on a hill, so my house is sort of like a dam holding back the water. And even though I've blocked it from going directly in, it goes underneath. It seeps, because I got so much water coming off the hill, it seeps under the foundation and it collects on the downhill, the 2 walls, the porch wall and the front foundation wall. So that has to be resolved. So back to this question. Okay, so I'm going to get my roselle started because I want to grow a lot of that. Okay. And Cammie, how is your husband doing? I hope well. Let's see. Connie is here. Oh, fantastic. That sounds like a great plan, Joshua. Tennessee Bushcrafter. Hey, how are you? How you doing today? Well, yeah, if I could have a little place in Carpinteria near the beach, of course, if I could do that, I probably wouldn't come back. Oh, goodness. It's, we've got this one life and we have to make a choice. Where are you going to be? What can you afford? Even in Carpinteria, it's California, so it's very expensive. And I heard this most ridiculous. They're going to start taxing people double for, I don't even remember what it was. It was just like, are you crazy? They're going to double the tax on something for some reason. And I just thought, it's the most taxed state. Well, I don't know if it's the most. Illinois and maybe New York is right up there too. That's okay. You're here, Tennessee Bushcrafter. That's awesome. MT is here from Budapest. How wonderful. Do you have a garden in Budapest? Never been there. Carpinteria is before you get to Santa Barbara. Yeah. I can't remember the order. I'm sure Connie could remind me. I've driven up north many times, but you have Oxnard and Ventura, and Carpinteria is right in there somewhere. Let's see. Yes, I was talking to you, Rose. Let's see. It jumped. I am behind here. I'm going to try to catch up. Perkiomenville, Pennsylvania. I wonder if I pronounced that right. Diane, hello. Just finished. I think you mean texting. Oh, sexing? Okay. 28 bunnies. I'm not sure what that means, but yeah, that's Patricia. I would think Patricia's talking about my two fat cats, and one is a female, one's a male. And I would think that, okay, if it was just him, metabolism, but she's fat too. So I don't know. They still get around. Bushcrafter, can you remind me about where you are? Okay, great. Thank you so much, Jack. I appreciate that. So if you're just joining, I got a birthday next Monday. Is it Monday or Tuesday? It's Monday, I think. Let's see. Yep. Next Monday. I'm probably the only person. Now I've got to try to find my way back to the live stream. Where is it? There it is. I'm probably the only person that was born on Valentine's Day that hates candy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love a good dark chocolate, but I don't like, those things that they always give on Valentine's Days on those pretty boxes, and you open them up and one's full of this and one's full of that, and one's full of caramel and one's full of this. It's so sweet in your mouth, and I never liked it. Oh gosh, you're in Cookeville area. Well, we have to meet up. What's the holdup? We got to meet up. So send me an email. You can get my email off of any of my social media sites. It should be in my about on my channel as well. So let's meet up. Daryl and Denise and Bushcrafter. Let's see. Sugarcane. Wait, where did you say you were, Lily Chris? I don't think I'm going to be growing sugarcane here. Connie said, yes, prices are up. Are you just talking about, Bushcrafter says he buys his bushes. Is this a he or a she, by the way? I don't want to call you he if it's a she, or vice versa. You buy blueberry bushes? Is that what you do? I've heard of Salina. Is that where the Amish community is? But wait, isn't that in Kentucky? Or is that on the other side in Crossville? Salina. I looked at houses listings, not online. I didn't go there. Please send me the info on that in an email if you would, because let's see. Linda says in Arizona, groceries are more costly. a few spot shortages in all the markets. They have 5. He's in Baxter, bushcrafter. Martin is asking if I've tried to start blueberries from cuttings, and I have not. Has anybody else done that? Oh, yes. Lily said that, Grand Isle, and she is, oh, oh yeah, sugarcane. I bet that would do great down there. Peter is here from Australia. Wonderful. Where are you located in Australia, and how are things over there? Are you feeling free? I hope. Can trade plants or critters. Do you want a cat? Or like 4 cats? Thank you very much. I haven't seen thank you very much as an acronym. I had to spell that one out. Let's see. Yeah, it's crazy. All right, Peter. It's crazy. I just saw a notification. I'm not going to get into that stuff, but it was unbelievable what they're doing now, what they're proposing to do. I don't know if they'll actually do it, but it came out today that the government is proposing. Okay. I can't even talk about it. 30 minutes south of Santa Barbara. Yeah, that sounds right. Where's the money going to come from? That's what I want to know. Susan says California is going to start issuing checks. It's just. Elizabeth is here. We're going to buy a house here in AC, but the prices are crazy, so we still have to rent. What about, I mean, there's so many places in Arizona. You don't have to be right like in the center of things. Maybe if you go farther out, you could find like a small house with a big yard or something. I hate for you to miss out on a whole year. Keep looking just in case. Yeah. Even though they're related, Christina is saying cats like people come in all shapes and sizes. Well, this is my, let's see, one in my life, I've had one. I have a funny cat story. 1, 2, see, that was Nina, 2, and then 3, Geneva. The first one, well, I'll tell you the story. The first one was a female. A second was, and she had a daughter, and so the second one was Nina. And then I didn't have cat for a long time because I moved to New York, apartment and everything. No, but I picked up a cat in the New York apartment, and that was Geneva. Geneva came out to LA, but she developed all those kidney and problems, and she just had so many problems. This is before I knew about feeding them raw food and everything and the benefits of that. And so she had to be put down in LA. And then I didn't get a cat for a long time, and then I got Lyndon, and now I have these 4. So I've never had a cat that's been overweight. It's just so, and I pick up BJ and I pick up Patch, and they're like the perfect weight for their frame. And I pick these up, and I'm surprised every time. So, but the fact that the vet said she was too big was concerning. So I think I have to do something. Okay, let's see. Diane says, oh, sexing bunnies means telling the difference between males and females. So does a vet have to do that? Can you determine that? Yeah, and then keeping the girls with the boys. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Let's see. Uh, if you're Maria, are you asking me how long it took for me to find my house? Because I would say, I'm actually not sure what month I started, but I looked at hundreds and hundreds of listings. But I was looking from California, so I made 3 or 4 trips over. This is the third house I put on under contract. Pulled out on the first 2. So I although I like this place better, I probably would have been happier in the first place. So, and the second place, I loved the place. I didn't like the house, but I liked the ambiance around the house. But I know I wouldn't have been happy there. In retrospect, I know, it was peaceful sitting outside the house and the trees and everything, but it was very little cleared area for a garden. So I would not have been able to grow very much food there. And it was in an HOA. So that would have been limiting. So, the area, because it was clear that I had a lot of area to develop into gardens if I had the help and so a couple of things I wanted to mention. Teresa's here. Gemma is here. You use the seed from blueberries that you get in the store? Wow. Edwin is here. And my gardener has an older YouTube video on starting blueberry bushes from grocery purchase blueberry. He probably has a video on everything. No worries at all, Edwin. Thank you for being here. They had some leftover. They're just printing trillions of fake dollars. So it's funny, Let's see. Oh, wow. Good eyeglasses. I see. Okay. Well, I actually don't know the difference between a male and a female rabbit. I used to think I would love to have rabbits because I wanted the rabbit poop for my garden because I know that's so good. And I don't know how to pronounce that. Sanseifi? I don't know how to pronounce that. I have my moments. Now I'm not moving anytime soon, that's for sure. But you guys will be the first to know if I do get the idea. Okay, Anne is here from Ohio. Oh, good. Her husband is doing a lot better. We prayed for her husband. I am so happy. Fantastic. Fantastic. That is wonderful. God is great. So we wish Brian continued good health and a return to good health. So thank you for telling us. Jamela is here. And my friend asked me to ask you, well, I told her I knew you through my channel. And she was wondering if the borders are open or closed in Trinidad. I don't know why she asked me that, but she did. I told her that I knew somebody in Trinidad. So if you could answer that, that would be great. I mean, because of COVID, are the borders closed or open? She was wondering. Uh, right, Linda, you're absolutely right. And I looked at houses online in Fairfield Glade, but I didn't actually go and see one there. That is great news, Anne. Oh, okay. With her daughter, and she's an RT at the hospital. And where? What hospital? I mean, what town? Um, Betty is here from Ottawa. Betty, what's it like in Ottawa? Can you hear the car horns from where you are? I heard. I did not. I'm going to tell you about my company today, but I didn't. So I didn't. I have not been able to really catch up on all the news. I did see something about things going south. I'm hoping that's not going to be the case, but I heard that that the mayor was saying you can't honk your horn for 10 days or something. Oh my gosh. Pamela is here. Glad you did too. Let's see. They're open. Okay, thank you for telling me. Appreciate that. Okay, Daryl. I was hoping to catch up, but I suppose that's not going to be possible. My friend Linda was here last night, and so I had to, of course, scramble yesterday and the day before and the day before. I've been trying to get things a little picked up, because everything's just kind of gotten so messy. And I hadn't even cleaned up the pine needles from the Christmas tree or put the decorations away. They're still sitting on the box. They haven't been packed in. And so I got enough picking up so that it wasn't too embarrassing. But my friend Linda, we've been friends since New York, which was 1981. We met, and she was working at her. She comes from a family of clothiers, a high-end clothing store in Lubbock, Texas, and so when she was young, she came to New York and worked for one of these soup manufacturers that sold that didn't have stores. They just had a line, and buyers would come and they would do what they call trunk shows, just an in-house little fashion show to model the suits and so forth for the clients. And of course, West Texas is somewhat conservative, and they had a somewhat conservative dress store. And so somehow I got hired. I think my agent sent me over because I had a print agent that also would send me on little modeling things. And so I think that's how I got over there. And then I met her and we just clicked, we just hit it off and we just became best friends. And we just get along like a house on fire. And if I just decided not to live here, and I told her, if the house comes for sale right beside you, keep me in mind. But I couldn't afford that. So anyway, they're in a very nice neighborhood in Lubbock, and that would be expensive. So anyway, she was here for a night. She wanted me to do a little road trip with her to go to Little Rock today and then Dallas tomorrow. And she just loves road trips. And so she was driving a car that her sons have been using in New York. She was driving it back. Remember, she came down 2 weeks ago, and the car had some kind of a problem with something. It's a new car. I don't know what they fixed it, whatever it was. And so she flew back from Dallas yesterday to Louisville and then drove down the day before. What am I saying? Yeah, no. She left Dallas yesterday morning and flew to Louisville and drove here, which is about 3 hours or something like that. And so she got here just in time she hadn't eaten all day. And so I had meatloaf and homemade bread and green beans with potatoes and carrots and onion. And I had some really nice cheese with peppercorns. And she stopped and bought a bottle of wine. And so we had this great chat last night. And then we hung out this morning. And, she's the one that has the vineyard. She has her own label, and she has this very small vineyard in the back of their yard. I think I showed it, or maybe I didn't. I can't remember now, on my trip across the country. It was November, so the vines didn't look very good. They were all, no leaves or anything. So I may not have even included that. Can't remember. And so we went out. I shot a little video with her, spontaneous. I hadn't planned it or anything, but she was showing me this thing that I should be doing right now with my grapevines. And I'm not going to tell you too much about it because I want you to see it tomorrow when I upload it. So I haven't edited that yet. It'll just be a short video. So you have that to look forward to. So does that answer your question, Daryl? That's my friend Linda. So, oh, fantastic. Francis is offering seeds to Lily Chris. That's great. I'm going to have to just start at the bottom and go up. Let's see. Yes, now even Gina is saying, hey, everybody, hit that thumbs up. We have 106 people on. I'm sorry, I have these little tiny ones. I think they're fungus gnats. Let's see. I know, Linda. It was so great to visit with Linda. I said, I wish you could stay for a while, but she has a very busy life. Her husband's a cardiologist, and they're in a neighborhood. She does yoga classes with this, and she's got, 2 sons in New York and 2, he has 2 sons from previous life. And one of them had the restaurant. If you remember, if you followed that trip, we went out to the opening of that restaurant. That was his son from previous marriage, her husband's son. And so she got a very busy life, and she got a big family. There were 8 of them, and some of them are in Lubbock, and some of them moved to Dallas. But anyway, she had to leave abruptly from her New York apartment because her mother died suddenly of a brain aneurysm. Just one day she was okay, and the next day she was dead. And so she just got up and left because a lot of her siblings were married, and she went home to kind of take care of her dad. And so she left all of her furniture in her apartment, just that somebody else was living there. And so, when we moved out to California, we just took everything. We went over, the truck wasn't full, and we went over and got her stuff and took it to Lubbock and dropped it off. And we go way back. Great friend. Okay, let's see. Tomorrow is Brian's 33rd birthday. My gosh. Oh, fantastic. Happy birthday. He's an Aquarian. So am I. Jerry in Florida. You're from Lubbock. Well, you probably know Maloof's, the store. So that was her dad. He started that store. Scott Head is live now too. Oh no, he usually comes on mine. Let's see. What did I miss up here? That's right. I mean, we have to stand up for freedom. I mean, we don't want to lose it. Okay, Kaye wins over Ed. That was tough. I don't know what that is. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, we got that 71 up to 84. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can get it a little higher. Uh, Alfalfa pellets. I have alfalfa pellets in my shop. It was first recommended to me. I did a video with master gardener friend of mine, Dottie, in my Late Bloomer Garden 1.0, and she did some pruning, and I'm thinking, I can't remember what all we did because I think I planted that rose bush, which did not do well, that climbing rose up the side of my house. That did not do well. It was not a good place to put it because of the soil. It was right beside the driveway and the foundation. It was just about that much. But that's what I did in that garden because I didn't have any space. So if I had that much soil, I would dig a hole and put something in it. But anyway, she came there and she recommended using those alfalfa pellets because you can buy a big, like 25-pound bag for, I shouldn't say, because I don't think it was that much back then. I don't know what it is now. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, Young, Arizona. I was trying to figure out what Young. 4 seasons in Young. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so these gnats are bugging me. So where is Young? Because my friend Vanita from California is wanting to move to Arizona, where like Flagstaff area or someplace where it's green and not so hot. And there's like they're trying to put a community together. I don't know if it's going to happen there, but also Linda was saying that they may, because I hooked up Vanita with Linda, Patricia. They're all on my chat, and so we share information and stuff. And she was saying they're now talking about Fredericksburg, which Linda has told me is absolutely beautiful. Fredericksburg in Texas. So I wouldn't be opposed to going there if I could be part of a community. Although I got to say, my lovely neighbor, I was sitting here and I looked out and I saw his little 4-wheeler go down and he was going real slow. And I thought, I bet he's wanting to see if I'm here. And I couldn't see from here. I couldn't see that he had his grandson in there. And so I opened the door and I waved. And so he turns around and comes back up and he's got his grandson in there. He's 3 years old, 3.5. And he's so cute. And he had learned a new word. I said, "What's your new word?" And he goes, "Nocturnal." And so I said, his name is Kale, like the vegetable. I said, "Kale, can you use nocturnal in a sentence for me, please?" He was like, what's she saying? He's 3.5, but I was just trying to see, how, if I could just talk to him like an adult, if he could just do it. And it was, he got close. He got close. He would do a half a sentence and then he would do the other half. And then he put the two together. I said, can you say, the raccoon is a nocturnal animal? Because he couldn't come up with a sentence. I would say, "Can you use nocturnal in a sentence?" And he would say, "Nocturnal." I said, "Can you use it in a sentence?" He'd go, "Nocturnal." I said, "Well, can you say a raccoon is a nocturnal animal?" And he goes, "Nocturnal animal." I said, "Can you put it together and say a raccoon is a nocturnal animal?" He says, "A raccoon nocturnal animal." So he got it all but is. So he did really well. Very cute kid. Let's see. Well, I hope so, Ed, but I mean, they're really seem to be kind of unhealthy fat. I don't know. Oh, brother. Thank you for keeping me up to date on Canada. I am following the news. Let's see. Woody is here from Melbourne. How are things in Melbourne? Things were pretty wild in Melbourne for a while. I don't know how they are now. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Craft. Oh, wait. I'm going to the bottom. Let's see. Okay, so Lily is getting seeds because she has no garden after the hurricane. Have him watch the Raccoon Whisperer. I'll have to do that on YouTube. Okay. Robin is here. Hello. Let's see. I've actually heard of Payson. I think I drove through Payson when I was leaving Phoenix. Don't you go up through Payson to get to the petrified forest or something in Arizona? Okay. Well, that's good to know, Linda. I think it's a real long shot that Arizona could materialize, to tell you the truth. Speaking of Saskatchewan, Betty, I saw this great video about a guy who built this great greenhouse in Saskatchewan, and the temperatures there are brutal. I think it was 0. Well, he was talking in centigrade, so I think he said -30, which I guess would be 30, right? 30 degrees Fahrenheit. I mean, would be 0. Sorry, -30 would be 0 Fahrenheit. Do I have that right? And he had built this house and greenhouse all together, this big, and he had figured out where the sun goes and had this whole big angled roof where the sun is, and had all of the area in growing. He was growing all kinds of stuff. Banana. He called it banana tree. Daryl, is a banana tree when it produces bananas? Because he had the type that produces bananas. Daryl gave me a banana plant, does not produce bananas. It's just, I haven't even noticed how that's doing. Oh, I cut it down. That's right. I cut it back. I'm going at it. What happened to that banana plant? All right, guys, we are after 6 o'clock. Let me see if I've missed anything here. Tracy is gone. Christina left. Okay. Oh my gosh, Betty, we have the same birthday. Did you know that? So you'll be celebrating in Ottawa, and I'll be celebrating down here. So happy birthday. That'll happen before I have my next live stream, which will be Tuesday. I may or may not have company coming. I have a friend from San Diego. She's put an offer on a house not too far from, kind of a triangle between me and Daryl and Denise. and it'd be awesome if she manages to come here. If the inspections go well, then she's going to be flying in on Tuesday. So yeah. So but I'll be on the live stream at 5 o'clock on Tuesday. So let's see. Yeah, we just have to hope that everything works out somehow, that we can retain our freedom and the bad people get punished and the good people survive. And hydrogen peroxide, that either you or somebody recommended that to me once before. And by the way, I was going to mention, let's see those. Oh, wait. I'm going to do this real quick. I know a lot of people have left, but I wanted to just show you very quickly. A lot of people ask me about chaga. These are chaga chunks. So chaga grows like a big scab on the side of birch trees. They grow up in Maine. They grow in other places in Canada. They grow in Siberia. I have some chunks from Siberia, but these I ordered. I wanted to have a good supply in case the supply chain craps out. So that's going to last me a while. And if you're still ordering through Amazon, I do have an Amazon link, and you can get this. I ordered this through Amazon, and you can get this through my link on Amazon, which is amazon.com/shop/late bloomer show. So I just wanted to show you, these are my newest seeds, and I may not order anymore. This may be it. I just wanted to make sure I had a lot of stuff. And I ordered from Southern Exchange. Someone recommended it, so I did that, thinking it was, seeds that were appropriate for the South, but they're not necessarily, because I think they come from all over. But I'm just going to read it but I got red Valencia peanut, China rose radish, Masada rose radish, early black eggplant, ping tongue long eggplant, Listata de Gandia eggplant, sweet pepper, sweet chocolate pepper, Doe Hill golden bell sweet pepper, Melrose sweet pepper, Ash County pimento sweet pepper, lipstick sweet pepper, long hot red cayenne, Serrano Tempequeno hot pepper, Granada seasoning hot pepper, purple tomatilla. Oh, Old Time Tennessee muskmelon. I think I might have that already. Trifecta muskmelon, Noir de Carmes muskmelon, summer squash, early prolific straight neck summer squash, golden bush scallop summer squash, zucchini dark star, moon and stars. Daryl, I think you have one of those. Yellow flesh, blacktail mountain watermelon, crimson sweet, Virginia select watermelon, Wilson sweet, early moonbeam, Alibaba watermelon, orange glow. That's the one that you were going to give me seeds for. Golden midget, buncheon onion, deep purple. By the way, I read on the website, and I can't, you'll have to do your own research to confirm this, but onions have quercetin, and quercetin is one of the things we need to be taking because, zinc, zinc is good for what's going on right now for sure. But zinc is good for any cold. You probably know that, zinc lozenges, zinc. So, but zinc is not easily absorbed into the cells. So you need an ionophore, Phore, and quercetin is one that you can buy over the counter. But supposedly purple onions have quercetin. So I grabbed that. And then I have Kapoor Tulsi, holy basil, lemon bergamot. These are all herbs, wild bergamot, borage, caraway, German chamomile, chervil, Brussels winter chervil, cilantro, greasy greens. I've never even heard of greasy greens. Creasy greens is upland cress. Curly cress is garden cress. Watercress, echinacea, purpurea, feverfew, white horehound. I got a lot of herbs because I just didn't have any. Lavender, English English Munstead, lovage. Lovage is a really good one. Sweet marjoram. I love marjoram. And I love oregano, Greek oregano, rosemary, common sage, summer savory, garden sorrel, creeping thyme, German wintertime, echinacea pallida, milk thistle, calendula, racina, summertime, and nankeen. Oh, and I got nankeen cotton. I thought, it's not checked. I wonder if I didn't get that. No, I didn't get that. They must not have had that. Oh, shoot. I didn't even notice some of those. About 10 of those that I read, I didn't get. Oh, that included the lovage. Oh, shoot. I guess they were out. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great week. Stay safe. Get started on your seeds if you're in the zones where you can get started. And I really appreciate the support of my channel. You can find ways to support this channel. If you enjoy my channel, first of all, like the videos and share them with your friends. Be sure to subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you won't miss anything. Click all. And then if you so care, you can support my channel, support my work to build this, to create this channel by being a patron or any of the ways that are listed below each of my videos. So thank you so much for watching and stay safe. Happy birthday. Thank you so much. I should sing happy birthday to me, to Betty. Let's sing happy birthday to me and Betty. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Betty and Kaye. Happy birthday to you and many more. Good night, everybody. God bless you. Take care. See you next time. Freedom's not free. Got to work for it. Fight for it.